Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Padres Motor Vlog, where we are doing a video every day until I leave on my big trip across Australia from Newcastle to Perth and back to raise money for men's mental health through the organization Movember. And today we are going to talk about safety. My wife and I went out to a local restaurant today and met an old friend, and he was saying to us, be safe. And many of you have said that. My wife has said that. And many of you have said, just make sure that you're safe. And I thought to myself, many of you don't know some of the safety gear that we ride with in case we come off our bike, whether it's our own fault or the fault of someone else. We need to make sure that we're protected. And so I just thought we'd go over some of those things that we do to make sure that we're protected as we ride. So we'll start from our feet and work our way up. How about that? First of all, we wear steel-toed boots. These are not regulation motorcycle boots, but they are work boots, steel-toed boots. They're flat soles. I really like the flat soles rather than the heeled boots. Heeled boots are great if you're riding a standard motorbike because you can rest those heels kind of on your pegs. But I like the flat boots because on a maxi scooter, you're setting your feet flat on a platform, and so I like the flat boots. But this would get me out of trouble if I came off my bike. It would protect my feet. The steel-toed caps protect it if I drop my bike on my feet or anything like that. They're very, very good protection. What's next? Making sure that our legs are protected. So we wear these special pants that have inside of them body armor. So these are made out of an extra strong kind of material, but they also have body armor around the major joints. So on each knee section, we have a pocket that holds a bit of armor that will protect you if you come off a little bit. And then these also have hip pads. So these hip pads are there from here all the way around your hip so that they will also protect your hips if you come off. And they're stretchy and very comfortable. They're kind of made out of a very comfortable fabric. But the main thing is that if you do come off your bike, they want just a little bit more protection. Look, if it's a really bad accident, this armor isn't going to really protect you all that much. But if you come off your bike and slide a little bit, they definitely will protect the major joints of your body. So that's your legs and hips, your knees and hips. Then we're talking about really our upper body. And as I don't think I've shown you this, but this is the jacket I'll be wearing on my trip. It's a summer weight jacket, and it has a full pad for your back, kind of all through the back area here. And it has armor for your shoulder and armor for your elbows. So shoulder, elbows, back, and sides. So really, they're just trying to protect the major parts of your upper body, your back, spine, kind of your major organs down here where they're not protected by your ribs, your shoulders, and your elbows. So if you come off and you do a roll, or if you're trying to kind of roll off your bike, your shoulders, your elbows, and kind of this area is going to at least be a little bit protected. So again, this is a summer weight jacket, so it's not good in the cold. And that's why in that other video I shared with you, we talked about the underlining, which is this one. And I'm going to be wearing this underlining underneath this jacket to keep myself a little warm. I did a test on this the other day, and it worked out a treat. Kept me nice and toasty warm, even when it was a colder morning. And so that's that protection. Talk about our hands. We need our hands. Hands are important, so I'm taking along two Different types of gloves. These are summer weight gloves, and these are for kind of really short rides or maybe rides in the heat. They're not very well protected. Um, they have a little protection for your knuckles right there, but they're really just lightweight gloves with a little bit of grip. So I will use those some, but my main gloves will be these gloves. They are a summer weight glove, and if you can see on the glove, it actually has really good protection on the top of your hand to protect your knuckles. And that's really if something comes off of a truck at you and hits your hands, it's going to do an okay job of bouncing off your hands, hopefully, so that you won't lose control of the bike. You can kind of keep your hands kind of on the handles of your motorcycle. So those are the gloves, and then we have to talk about your head. And I have two helmets, and I have been riding with both of these helmets to try and figure out which one I'm going to take on my long trip. And this was the very first helmet I bought. I really, really like it. Fits really good. However, the ventilation isn't very good. It doesn't keep your head cool in the summertime, and it's a little heavy. And the one thing you want to make sure that when you have a helmet, that you want to make sure it doesn't strain your neck when you ride, and it's not real heavy in the wind. The wind doesn't kind of whip your head around. Safety-wise, very, very good. These are the Department of Transportation and the RTA road safety. They are, basically recommended by them. This is by the same company, Shark helmet. This is the one I'm going to go with on the right here. The reason why I'm going to go with this one is it's a little bit newer. The visor's more clear. I can see better, a little better vision, and it's lighter. Same protection value. It's going to protect my head if I come off the bike, and it's a little bit lighter for my neck. This helmet also has a little bit of another safety feature. If you can come in here, you can see this little plug right there. You can charge up these lights, and if you can see right there, you can turn those lights on if it's getting an early morning ride or a late night ride. You can turn those on and these flash, so anything can see you at the front, and they can also see you in the rear. Little bit of added safety feature. I hardly ever use them because I'm always riding during the daytime, but at least I know I have those if I need them. Also, the ventilation on this helmet is much better than this older Shark helmet. So this is the helmet I'm going to go with. I don't like the color scheme, but hey, it's safety first. We want to make sure that we keep ourselves safe. Not only that, but this bivy stick, which is my EPIRB satellite emergency beacon, that will go in my jacket all the time. It will be in there. And then I'll carry this little knife, this king knife. I'll carry that in my pants. One of the main reasons why you want to carry a knife in your pants is if you come off your bike and maybe a limb or a part of your clothing is stuck underneath the bike, you need to be able to have a way to cut yourself free and get away from the bike, especially if the bike is overheating or something's going wrong, or you have an emergency situation where you need to get off the road very quickly. You have something that you can cut yourself out and get away. So that's kind of the safety stuff I've got on my person. That's the stuff I'm going to be wearing every day. It's really important that you have safety in mind, not just when you're riding a motorcycle, but you also need to have safety in mind with your mental health. You need to make sure that if you're struggling, that you have a plan in place. You want to make sure that you have, especially if you have had any kind of self-harm thinking, you want to make sure that you have the right numbers, a number to Lifeline, or the number and the way that you contact maybe your local GP. If you can't get a hold of your GP to help you, a referral, you need to make sure that you know where to go. And we always tell people, if you're feeling unsafe and you need help right away, go to the ER. They'll know how to help you, and that's a good safety plan to have. Make sure you think through that process. You may be feeling really good about life. You may be feeling really good right now, but you know that there's times in your life where you haven't. Make sure that you have in your mind before you get to that bad place, what am I going to do? How am I going to handle that? Who am I going to call? Um, what's my plan? What's my safety plan? And that's what we've been trying to do as we've been thinking about this big trip. What happens if things go wrong? Am I safe? Do I have stuff around me that's going to protect me? And so I hope that you're enjoying these videos. We're trying to do a video every day until we take off on this long trip. We are raising money for men's mental health through Movember, so I'll leave the link in the description below if you would like to donate to that. We're trying to raise $10,000. I think we're about almost $900 raised so far, so we're getting there. We would appreciate your help. If you think these videos are good, helpful to you and to others, make sure you share it with someone. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll get a notification of when the next video comes. So thank you for watching, and ride safely.